So today is another day to talk about giving birth in Canada. Are you planning to go and give birth in Canada, or are you even already there? This past weeks I've been receiving lots and lots of emails and messages from so many women that are already in Canada, looking for one advice or the other. Like, I've received a whole lot of messages, so I think there are lots of women that actually need this information about giving birth in Canada. So I was, and then all my videos, that's in fact my first video that got viral, not like viral, but the first video that gave me like 1,000 views and above is about giving birth in Canada. So I thought to myself, what else should I talk about concerning giving birth in Canada? And I decided to talk about the necessities, the things you need to put together when you get to Canada. That's the apps you need to have on your phone, how to manage your life, how to make your life easier, if you're in Canada to give birth, or if you're going to Canada to give birth. I mean, when I was preparing to go to Canada, I watched a whole lot of videos, and I was well equipped with informations. Like they said, knowledge is power. So if you know all these things, you won't be necessarily tired and stuff like that. You won't be stressed. And then, considering the condition that you are in, this video would help you if you truly want to give birth in Canada. So first of all, there are some apps that really helped my life. Yeah, I'm talking from my experience. So I'm gonna be sharing the apps, the tips, all the things that I did that I actually know that, it helped me out. So first of all, I had these apps. Okay, first of all, when I got to Canada, I used to go to Walmart to shop for my groceries and my foodstuffs. But then I think a month before I got back, I discovered this. Like I said, I'm in a group where there are lots of moms that give birth in Canada. So when you ask questions, they like give you solutions kind of to the questions. So one people are just asking, how can I deliver stuffs, and how can I buy stuffs without like going there, considering you have a new baby or you're heavily pregnant. You don't have to be outside all the time. And I went during the winter, so my case was even kind of so I discovered DoorDash. So this DoorDash is way more cheaper. So I don't know if the app is in other province, or I just know that there is an app called DoorDash. And when you order through the app, you just pay for delivery, like $5 or something. Then before you know it, they will deliver, and then the tracker is there on the app. You track whether the buyer is in the supermarket, whether the buyer is on the road, whether the buyer have delivered to your doorstep, guys. Like, DoorDash would save your life, and it's very, very, very cheap. Like, it's way more cheaper than Walmart or the other. So the most apps on your phone must be um DoorDash, and then you can also research on other apps you can use to order things, and get them delivered to your doorsteps. Then Uber is very important, and for you to have Uber, actually you have to have a Canadian number, and you have to have a bank account with a Canadian bank account, because they don't take cash. They only take transfer. Sorry, they only take yeah, they don't take cash. Yeah, so you have to have a bank account. So if you don't feel like, well, it's necessary you actually open a bank account. So I would advise, once you get to Canada, just rush to the bank when you still have the strength. That's after resting for like a day or two. Rush to the bank, open your bank account. It's very important, because if you're paying for your hospital bills, you have to do e-transfer for them. So you have to get your bank account. I opened with TD, and it's closed down already. Then you have to get a phone number. All these things doesn't really cost much. once you change from naira to dollar, you don't have to spend a lot like that, changing from naira to Canadian dollar is the main cocoa, so get all those apps, get your bank account, um get your bank account, get your your number, yes, then get your apps to better your life. Then if you didn't come with your foodstuffs, you can go to the African foodstuffs in Toronto, stock up the foodstuffs you want. You're heavily pregnant or you're with a new baby, you wouldn't want to be outside all the time, so stock up your house. Then okay, so that's for the apps you must have on your phone. Then if you don't, let's say you're stocked, and then you really need to get to somewhere and you don't even have you can't use your Uber because you don't have an account number yet, what you do is you use Black Taxi or Blue Taxi. So these two apps saved my life, because sometimes I would be outside and I wouldn't have Wi-Fi or network on my phone, and I just have to call the number. Okay, well, you see, you still need a Canadian number to even call this Black Taxi and Blue Taxi, but you don't need like browsing internet. If you have a number, yeah, you can call Black Taxi, just tell them where you are, they come pick you up, but then they're really their own meter is like different from the Uber, so it's a little bit more expensive, just like $2 more or $2 to $5 increase, but it saves life, like it saves life. Download Black Taxi, it's not even an app, just call their number, Black Taxi, Blue Taxi, or check for that was taxis in Mississauga. So if check the city you are in, just check your Google taxis in, then put the cities you're like, taxis in Mississauga. I'll see Black Taxi, I'll see Blue Taxi. Like, they saved my life a whole lot. And I'm so excited actually, discovered those apps, those companies. Yeah. So after that, the next thing you need to do is so I'm sure in Canada they normally, mostly, that's if under normal circumstances, they normally discharge mothers and their children and their child, mother and child, 24 hours after childbirth. So I would advise you stock up your house, stock up your freezer, like stock up the house with food, especially if you went there alone like I did. Stock up your house and make sure that you have everything you need, at least for the first 1 week, because like me, I used CS for my childbirth and I went alone, and I was with a newborn baby with CS. Imagine how you're going to care for your baby and care for yourself after 24 hours alone. So you have to stock up the house, make sure that everything is there for you, so that at least you can eat well during this time. Then you can, I think it's better, is advisable to get your baby items ready, as shop them from Walmart if you didn't bring them from Nigeria or from any country you're going from. So get everything ready and just be ready, so that when you give birth you can take care of your baby and take care of yourself without stressing much. You get. So you can buy your baby stores from Walmart. You can even buy from Facebook Marketplace. Like, that place is underrated. Just change your location to your current city, then search for the items you want. You see lots of them. That was where I got my baby carrier, because I couldn't find it in Walmart and I really needed it. Yeah. So check for Facebook Marketplace. Those people, you just have to go to their bus stop and pick it up from them. When I bought mine, I met the seller in Walmart, and Walmart was like just like 5 minutes drive away from my Airbnb. So check Walmart, check any other supermarkets near you, check Facebook Marketplace for your baby items. And then in Canada, if you give birth to your child, they're not going to discharge you from the hospital without your car seat. So it's advisable you buy your car seat. You can also buy these car seats from Facebook marketplace. Like, they have lots of items there, like I said, so you can, you know, just check it up and look for a seller close to you and buy your baby's car seat, because without this car seat you're not going home with your baby, and without the car seat you cannot go anywhere. Like, the Uber drivers, the drivers, they won't be permitted to, they will not carry you in their car. Let's forget big English. Like, they won't carry you in their car without this car seat. So it's like necessary for you to get a car seat from any store close to you, or like I say, do online, just like I did. And again, if you have I've talked about this in my previous videos. Before you go, that's if you're still here, if you're still in your house, still preparing and, you know, searching and researching for, you know, videos to be enlightened, you know, I think it's necessary you go with your painkiller. Just go meet your doctor and have the doctor write you a painkiller tablet or whatever you have to take, or whichever medicine is good for your painkiller. Because when you come when you go to Canada to give birth, like, most doctors don't give the very strong antibiotics. So if you're going to use CS, most especially, I think it's advisable you go with your painkiller, because they don't write it over the counter. You have to see a doctor, and for you to see a doctor that might not even end up writing it for you, you're going to have to waste a whole lot of money, like 150 Canadian dollar, 100 Canadian dollar, you know, stuff like that. So go with your painkiller just in case. Then go with your other necessities, like other medicines that you might be needing. It's very, very important, actually. So there was this girl in our group chat. Then she was having some kind of allergy, and they already wrote some medicines from her. That's her doctor already wrote down some prescriptions for her, and she already got them and took them. But what she normally use for that symptoms or for that sickness is loratadine, and she didn't go with loratadine. So her husband was like looking for people to you know where they can give, because she can't get loratadine over the counter, you know. So she now asked in our group chat, and luckily for me, I had loratadine's like 2 cards with me, because when I have what do you call it, when I'm having catarrh or sore throat, loratadine is what I normally use. That loratadine or Pyridone. So she asked, and luckily for her, I had 2 cards with me. So I told her to come and take it. She came all the way from, like, very far, very, very far. Her husband actually came because she was not feeling fine, like I said. She was having lots of allergies and stuff like that. Oh my god. So I had to spare 1 card for her, and it really helped her. So you see, if you're having any form of allergy or any form of, you know, that you normally, like my sister, normally she would have turning stomach upset. So what's that medicine again? Gestid, Gerosil. Yeah, I think that's like one of her travel necessity, Gerosil or Gestid, for turning stomachs or stuff, something like that, bloated stomach. So if she's like, and with that, guys, we've come to the end of this video, and I hope you actually picked 1 or 2 things that will better your life and make your life more easier, you know, in this journey that you're preparing to, or you're already, or in this journey that you're preparing for. And I wish you good luck, and if you have any questions, don't forget to ask me right away, and I'm going to answer you. And yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to comment and like, and if you have any other video requests you want me to make for you, don't forget to ask away, and I'm going to make that right away. Yeah, bye.